Josh, kind of an up and down game for you guys. Obviously had the big run there at the start of the third quarter. They came back, and then you guys, rallied to tie it again. Just overall, how did you think you guys competed in this one?
I think we competed. At halftime, we talked as a team, and we knew that we needed to come out and be stronger and be ready to go. And I think the guys responded. And we just got to, figure out a way to continue to do that.
It seemed like you guys had some difficulty scoring inside the paint tonight against that Orlando defense. Just what specific kind of challenges they present, and how are you guys able to adjust by getting the three-point shooting going?
I think they did a great job of, defending the paint. I think Coach Moles does a great job with their defensive principles. But I think at the end of the day, we know we can finish. Guys like Miles is being an amazing finisher. Going to be games like this and whatnot. I think Mark did an amazing job of playing out of the role and being able to make those passes for a big man. So it's just one of those games. It's hard to say that every single game we're gonna finish well, but I trust my teammates, and I know we'll come back and we'll be good next game.
Can you talk about what that chess match is like? They start off with Paolo guarding LaMelo, then they go to blitzing him and they're doubling him. And what's the team's mentality to kind of just, be able to adjust on the fly constantly with whatever they're throwing out there on the court?
Yeah, I think basketball is a chess game in general. I think basketball is a game of runs. And, I think the great teams, just know how to, be able to respond to, adversity and whatnot. And it's challenging, it takes time, when you're on the floor and everything's, going in the other direction, it's hard. And, especially for a young team, that's where we need to grow as a team. And, but like I said, the way we came out in the second half and be able to respond, basketball's a game of runs. So that's all I can really say to that. But we just need to make sure that we're able to overcome the adversity quicker and just get to what we know and what to do.
For you guys coming to the season, one of your goals is obviously playoffs. To not get to that point this year, how does it feel for you guys emotionally? How do you make sure that you use whatever fuel you have to make sure it doesn't happen again going forward here?
It's tough. It's tough, man. The playoff is there's nothing like the playoffs. Being in this time of the year, fighting for your seeding and whatnot. So I think it's gonna make. Man, I hope it should make everybody very hungry. Watching the playoffs this year. I think everybody should be motivated. It's fun basketball, everything we dreamed of as kids. So I think it's obviously tough, but at the end of the day, we got to make sure that we're ready to go next year. It's and good habits start now for us. So that's all we can look at, and so that's all we can do.
Mentioned being a young team and having to kind of grow as these games go forward. Can you talk about the growing pains that you're seeing from good growing pains from Tijon and Nick Smith, and kind of relate back to you as a freshman and sophomore in this league, and how important it was to get those fourth quarter crunch time minutes?
Yeah, I think you talk about those young guys. They were strides further than me as a rookie. As a rookie, man, I couldn't even tell you. I don't even know if I played as a rookie. So I think for them, I'm super happy for them. They've been given an opportunity, and it's hard. Tijon's 18. He just came from high school. So for me, I have so much faith in Tijon. He works super hard. Super competitive, and has the utmost confidence every single time he goes out on the court. And when you have that, man, I'll go to battle with him every day of the week. And I'm super excited to see his growth. Same thing as KJ, and the same thing goes with Nick Smith. They're all competitors. And I always go to battle with those guys. And the fact that they're that young and that willing to work that hard is very impressive. And I'm just super excited to continue to see their growth.